Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, and I will tell you, I am really getting kind of addicted. Well, I mean, I don't want to use that word because I don't want to get demonetized, but like, I am getting very, very, I'm getting very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Very into this whole live streaming for Plan As You Go. Because one of the biggest drawbacks to Plan As You Go is having to film and edit every day. Last time I wound up doing it where I edited each day, and then posted the next day because I had gotten off by a day because YouTube was having trouble one day and wouldn't upload my video. But this way, I don't have to edit at all, and it saves me time. And since I've got so much other stuff going on, saving me time is a good thing, right? Hi, everybody. Good morning. So I'd love to hear in the comments if you guys are down with me continuing to do these live streaming Plan As You Goes for the rest of the month, because honestly, I know the camera, I still have to replace the camera for my hands down so it's not quite so blurry, but like this is so much easier for me. And I like interacting. It's like it's the best of both worlds. I love answering questions, and this way I can do it in real time. So yeah, Chris, exactly. Like I like editing videos, but having to edit every day, like the turnaround each day, and some days videos not going up until like 5, I just don't like that very much. So I never went back and updated. Oh, I need to switch. Whoops. There we go. I never went back and updated the my fitness tracker. I'll do it in a little bit, but I'm going to put these pictures down. Yesterday I made this, well, Jesse grilled the salmon, but then I made garlic mashed potatoes and this cucumber dill salad to put on top of the salmon, and it was good. And then I got this other picture of Jesse eating it and Loki basically hovering nearby us because he wanted some. So I want to put those in. Nice, Maddie. Can I do it a couple of hours later? It depends. I'll put you here. Maybe I will decorate it this morning. I'm glad that you guys, some of you are enjoying it. That's good to know. Like, I always have very differing like ideas about how often I want to do lives. I talked about this yesterday. I love doing them. They're one of my favorite ways to create stuff on YouTube. That's why I do it with my patrons so often, because I just love going live. It's one of my favorite things. But when it comes to my YouTube channel, it's a mixed bag as to whether or not it actually does me any good, like in terms of like the algorithm and everything else. So, and we gotta all, bow to the gods of the algorithms. Who knows? Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna use this one because I have an idea. It says there's nothing better than a friend, except it's a friend, unless it's a friend with chocolate. But I'm gonna cross this out and put salmon, because Loki was like right up in our business yesterday, and it was really funny. Let me look at the comments here. You love the lives and you're happy to... Yeah, and if I keep them short, if not, yesterday's wasn't short, but that was because I was planning out my Erin Condren. But if I keep them to like half an hour or so, I notice people don't mind going back and watching. It's when they're like 3 hours long, which happens when I've been, drinking, and I just ramble and ramble some more and ramble some more. And y'all know, the rambling. My happy list. We'll do that for here. And then I need something else to go around it. Some other thing. Some other situation. I'm going to put weekends are like mini vacations, because that's how Jesse was talking about it. We had such a like mellow weekend. It was just the two of us. We got a few things done. We hung out with each other. We relaxed on our new couch. He was very happy with this weekend, and so was I. So that's a nice thing to remember. Whoops, don't break all the things. They're not all in my drawer. Okay. And then I need a marker to write down some stuff. I'll use this brown one. Why not? No, I don't want to use brown. I'll use this purple marker. My hair's in my face. My hair's all like top ramen-y looking. Today was a wash day, so it's all, I haven't scrunched out the crunch yet. It's still drying, so that's why I feel like I have top ramen head. Can I move your head to the top so you can see the bottom corner? Sure. Let me know if it anytime you guys want me to move anything, just let me know. Let me know. No, that's not it. This one. If putting something somewhere else is helpful, you can make it a little smaller. So we'll try that for now. Let me know. Your 16-year-old daughter has a tough year getting ready for school senior year. Good luck, man. My kid is also getting ready for sophomore year. I've gone fancy. Yes, I have, Emily. Okay, so for my happy list for Saturday, we booked our Hadestown tickets for when we're in New York in September. Madi, I'll be in New York in September. Tickets. We had a great lunch. And we relaxed. Yeah, boy. Okay. Your cat's all up in your business back? Yeah, my cat is in the other room meowing because he wants me to turn the sink on, even though I just refilled his water bowl and I'm ignoring him. So it has been a while, Emily. I'm glad to see you. All right, so I'm going to set my wellness to the side and go back to my power sheets, even though there's like nothing to check off because I did not do shit yesterday. And that was the point. Like the whole idea of yesterday was to not do shit. So I don't feel bad about it. But at the same time, I do need to check in on some things. So I did cook with cucumber though. That cucumber dill salad was bomb. P.S. It was delicious with the salmon. I wasn't sure because I don't like mayonnaise and it has mayonnaise in the dressing, but it didn't even have the mayo taste. I think there was enough sour cream in there where it didn't bother me. I also will say that, and I guess to check off today's plan as you go, I also will say that I accidentally got the light sour cream because I wasn't paying attention. And normally I don't like making things with the light sour cream. It always feels chalky to me. But it didn't bother me. Maybe it's because I put so much dill in. I don't know. Okay, so I already made my, we'll look at today in the Erin Condren really quick before I get to my bullet journal, which is the meat of this video. But we already put the print shop and Kanban off of here on here, getting my inbox. I know I have at least one super time-sensitive email in there I got to take care of on top of the ones that I've been ignoring because I have been ignoring my entire inbox. Well, I've been doing bits and pieces here and there, but it's still not done yet. Got to post the challenges on the blog for Stephanie. I don't know if she's in here or not, but shout out to you, Stephanie, for continuing to remind me. And I set my wellness to the side is what I said when I don't want to work, what you say when you don't want to work out. That's awesome. And then my 2 Patreon posts that need to go up, which I've already scheduled them. One of them should have just gone up. So the other thing I need to do today is I do need to go to the grocery store. This is a lot of work for the day. That's probably going to take up the most of my, all of this here is probably going to suck up most of my work today. But I do need to go to the grocery store because when we shopped this weekend, we only shopped for the weekend and I need to get food for the next few days. And I need to pick up a couple of toiletries. I think I need to stop by Ulta. I'm almost out of my face primer. I was just there too. God damn it. So I have to get my face primer. I need to go to the Target to grab some food things for the next few days and some toiletries. So I need to make that list. So those are 2 things I want to put into my planner and then we'll get into the bullet journal. Where did I put my pen? There it is. Oh, I'm glad, Chris. I'm glad the Bujo is helping. Hey, Stephanie, there you are. Today is 6th grade orientation. Neither of my kids are in 6th grade. So they're both of them are in an off year for orientations. 8th grade, at our middle school, 6th graders have an orientation and so do 6th graders. And 7th graders both have orientations, but 8th graders don't. They have their own meetings later in the month to talk about all the 8th grade stuff. Hold on. Just need to grab my Krissyanne Designs stickers. And then at our high school, all of the stuff having to do with Katie, like the back to school night and band parent night, is all after the school year starts. So for once, we have no orientations. Next year, that'll change because RJ will be a freshman. And then the year after that, Katie will be a senior, and I'm old. But yeah, that's sort of the way of the land. Oh, my neighbor's blowing. He's blowing the things. I apologize in advance for the noise, but I can't do anything about it. I don't think. Maybe not. Okay. Let's see here. I don't even know. Okay, I'm not going to do. Am I going to do a sticker? He's like right behind my house. It's okay. That means he'll be done in a few minutes. You can never hear the noise. Well, I don't know. Like, hey, there's the sticker. That's the one I want. It's not what I want, though. I don't want that. Never mind. I don't want to do any of that. Do I want to do any of that? No. Okay, so I'm going to just put grocery store. Apparently, I am indecisive as hell on this Monday morning. Because if I spend all my time being indecisive about what I'm going to put in my planner, then I won't have to spend any time working on my inbox because there won't be any time left. Hashtag procrastination. At least I can admit it. I can't stop it, but I can admit it. I'm looking to see what's going on in the comments. First day of school today and it was hell. Oh shit, Naya. Did I pronounce that right? Naya? Pamela, I hope your daughter is able to learn some coping. That's what we're working on with mine too, my kid. Our start times kept getting changed. Like they moved them and then they moved them back. And so the middle school, like my ex-husband and I were arguing the other day about when middle school starts. And he was like, it starts at 8:15. And I'm like, it starts at 8:30. And he's like, they sent the thing home and they said it started at 8:15. And I'm like, well, we just got the paperwork and the printed school schedule for the week says 8:30. So at least if he brings RJ at 8:15, RJ will be early, not late. It doesn't matter here so much because we live right across the street from our middle school. So, which I shouldn't say because then you guys are going to dox me. But like, so RJ can just fall out of bed and get to school. But Dad lives across town, and so they have to balance it. Although I'm not sure how it's going to work this year now that their oldest is driving. Probably going to be driving Katie to school because they both go to the high school. But as for RJ, they're probably still just bringing RJ to school in the morning. Except that's not right either because Katie has early flight, which means Katie starts an hour early. So I'm not sure how they're doing things there. Anyway, that's not paying attention to me. Like I said, I'm all over the place on this Monday morning. Okay. Pamela, Katie refused, for the most part, to leave their room for a lot of the summer, too. Although what Katie said to me was that it's not, at our house, it's not bad because we are so loud and our house is small and has like a lot of echo. So even when Katie is in their room, they can hear the activity in the house. But at Dad's house, it's a lot quieter. And so Katie starts to feel more isolated because it's like still in the room, still not wanting to be around people, but still wanting to feel like there are people around. I don't know if that makes sense. We do have school buses, but very few of them. Like they're only for like the super rural kids. If you're in town, then no, you get to school on your own. But we have a lot of elementary schools here, and there's the city bus. God, it's so loud. It's bugging me. Okay, anyway, where am I at here? So this is all stuff I need to work on this week. I got to hear about the trumpet. I need to make sure to pick up RJ's trumpet this week. I'm waiting for it to be done because he needs it. I don't know if he needs it for the beginning of this week or not. I think he just needs it for the week following. All right. So I got to catch up on my doodles. I didn't do them yesterday because I just didn't feel like it. So I've got two. I've got Thumper and Flower from Bambi. Are you done yet? Oh yeah, I know it's the morning. That's when. But like I film in the mornings, and this always happens, and I'm like, motherfucker, come blow my leaves away if you're gonna be loud anyway. All right. So I'm gonna draw Thumper and Flower. I've got my little reference image that I'm looking at here. I love Thumper. Thumper, when I was a kid, I passionately identified with Thumper's obnoxiousness. It's hard for me to talk and doodle at the same time. It makes me feel very strange. Like I'm gonna fuck it all up, which I know doesn't really matter because it's just a doodling challenge. But it still bothers me when I fuck up. Let's just put it that way. Little chunky rabbit, little chunky rabbit face. Your friend's dad used to call you Thumper because you're always bouncing around. After this, I think I'm gonna go do my grocery shopping first because I want to get out of the house for a couple minutes. I like doing that on Monday mornings before I start working for the day, kind of if I have any errands to do them first. And I think the reason I do that is because it wakes me up. I've said this before, but I'm always in a really like uncomfortable place in the mornings because of how like crappy I feel when I wake up. And this now is starting to make Thumper look a little bit like he's on meth, but that's okay. Every bunny has his addictions. But I like to get out of the house in the mornings just to like tripping balls, Thumper, to help me wake up a little bit. You know, when you work for yourself, it can be really. There's a video. I started watching it, but I haven't watched all of it, from Gia at Marriage and Motherhood, where she was getting her kids ready for school and kind of talking about how this Thumper is like tripping balls. Talking about how I'm not even gonna joke about this Thumper anymore. He's like amusing. You're changing grocery days from weekend to Wednesdays because when I was working at Trader Joe's, the best times to go into the grocery store were Tuesdays and Wednesdays because Tuesdays and Wednesdays were when the less people were there. But what I found, at least at the Trader Joe's I worked at, Thursday nights were not the time because people were shopping to get ready for the weekend. So if that tells you anything, hiccups. Woo, it's not puke. Okay. And we'll draw Flower. Maybe Thumper ate a few extra dandelions. See, I actually enjoy the act of grocery shopping, and I think part of it's just because I worked in grocery stores for so long, so I like feel very comfortable there. Like, I find it very relaxing, maybe isn't the right word for it. I'm not really sure what the right word for it is, but I enjoy the act of grocery shopping. I don't do it I also like picking out all my stuff. I get very like irritated when other people pick out my stuff because I'm not OCD. I know that that's like an actual thing, and I'm not. I'm just very particular when it comes to my okay, this is like a flat-faced flower, but that's okay. I got a color flower in. Comfortable. Maybe that is the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Alex. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really had any coffee this morning yet. I need to have some coffee, but I haven't. Jesse has a big pot of cold brew, and I'm starting to enjoy cold brew and realize that it actually doesn't taste gross the way most coffee tastes to me. So perhaps I will have some cold brew soon. But I have to get up and like prepare it, and I don't want to prepare it right now. I don't want to prepare the area. Okay, so there's flour. Let me outline flour, and then we'll move on with our lives. I can understand that, Kelsey. I used to do the Amazon Fresh thing because I figured, it would save me time, even though I like going grocery shopping. But then they stopped doing that in our area, and the stores I like to go to, like, it's just not feasible. And all the stores I go to are all in the same center. I go to Trader Joe's, sometimes Whole Foods, because that's where Jesse prefers the chicken to come from when we get chicken, and Target. Most of my grocery shopping's at Target, with the rest of it at Trader Joe's. Good morning, everybody. I am thinking about your question, Kara, about doing Twitch streams. I've thought about it quite a bit. Now I'm also watching this whole situation with Ninja and Twitch and Mixer. Not that I don't watch video gamers on. I watch some replays of certain streamers that I like. This one is named Hazelnutty. She's awesome. She's got a bunch of pets, and she does a lot of like running for mounts and pets in WoW. She's not like one of those like gamer dude bros. She's awesome, and I like watching her videos, but I don't watch them live generally because I'm usually I don't know. It's just not something I watch. I like to listen. I heard about the porn thing, sort of. I watched it. I saw something on I have like, the Google, on your Google homepage, they drop like alerts as things they think you might be interested in. For some reason, Google thought I would be interested in the whole porno thing with Twitch and Ninja. You have Twitch in the background when you're playing WoW or drinking your coffee. See, I might wind up doing that because I listen to podcasts, and there are certain channels that I follow, and I'll watch their videos when they come out. But I feel like a lot of the channels that I watch are either not putting out as many videos, or they're not putting out videos I'm really in the mood to watch lately. So that might be something to do, just to listen. I like listening to people just rambling and chatting. I just don't want to listen to like certain like super doodly dude bros being all doodly. And as someone who's played video games for a long time, if you've ever played video games online with other people, and like you know of the dude bros of which I speak. There's just a certain kind of flavor of video game dudes that have a certain doodliness to them. Okay, I haven't been following the whole other conversation going on in the comments, but I will say, Chris, I just super agree with you that remembering that if you take care of yourself, that will help you take care of other people. So if you have a family member who is having some struggles right now, that you need to take care of yourself so that you can be there for them. Like you aren't going to do any good if you're not taking care of yourself. So make sure to take care of yourself. You know who I'm talking to in the comments here. And I've given you a lot of like, this particular person has gotten a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? when I decide to like shake my finger and throw down. You've gotten a couple of those from me. You know. Okay. I never got to inbox 0. All right, so this is last week. Most of it got done, but not all of it. I never checked anything off on Sunday, though. What did I do on Saturday? I did that. I did that. I did that. I did that. I did not do some kind of home shit. Did that. I did that. That's good to know. All right. So let's get another weekly calendar set up, my dudes. I'll use this blue wave. I'm going to run out of this wave washi if I keep using it, but I love it. It's so pretty. Okay. By the way, I found my other palette knife yesterday. It was on my other desk and I just didn't see it there. I'm not sure why it was there. I might have used it to open a package or something. These things actually make great knives for like opening like Amazon boxes. So now I have 2 of them out, which is fine. This one feels a lot more flimsy though. This one's a lot more rugged, my original one. This one feels a lot bendier. You see the difference? Like I can like hella bend this one, but this one I can't bend as much. I don't know. You can get live plan as you go every day. Most likely, I feel like this is going to be the easiest way for me to do it. I know the video quality isn't the greatest in the world, but I swear to God, not having to edit is magical. So, hashtag lazy. Okay. So, there's that. I gotta do my weekly list, my weekly intentions list. Thank you to Marimundo for that. So now I need to get that set up, and then I will get everything written in there. Same time, probably around the same time. It could be any time in the morning, Pacific time. But I usually sit down to plan between 8 and 9 a.m. and usually film plan as you go between 8 and 9 a.m. Pacific time during the week. Today was just later because it was a wash day, so it took me longer in the shower to create the top ramen hair, hashtag curly girl method. You know? Can you send me your Simply Gilded with hollow? You can if you want to. All right. So weekly intentions. Oh, coffee. I should pour myself some coffee though the next time. I should. I feel like that would be smart. Smart. Although I kind of feel like I also sound hyper, even though I'm not. And I keep trying not to burp, but they're water burps, which I don't know if water burps are better or worse. 8, today's the 12th, right? Question mark? Today is the 12th? What day is today? August 12th. So that'll be the 12th through the, 18th. Did I go buy a special shampoo? Yes, I have spent some money on this. But so far the products I got are working really well, so I don't feel like I'm going to have to spend extra money. And you use it a lot less. For the shampoo especially, you use it a lot less than you would normally. So I guess it balances out a little bit, but it is pricey. Nicole, I Googled curly girl wavy because I have wavy hair as well. And I got it from there's the website, like the main website for it, but then there's like a Reddit and there's Facebook groups. There's a lot of information out there and I'm trying to just like go slowly so I don't overdo it because I tend to jump in with both feet without paying attention. And I don't want to, A, don't want to spend that much money, and B, don't want to frustrate myself by trying to do too much all at once. Pamela, my hair didn't get curly at all until I had kids, at least as far as I know. Although I asked my sisters, where the hell did my curly hair come from? Because at the top of my head, everybody I could think of in our family has straight hair. But my sister found a picture of our dad when I was a baby, when he was an 18-year-old little young man. And I will show you that that was my dad And that was his luxurious curly locks. And that's me as a baby. My dad was 18 when they had me. Yeah, a little stoner man in 1980. That was my dad. Yeah, see, I do the gel and I put it in my Turby Twist because I like my Turby Twist. It makes me happy. My hair was longer. I don't know how much I would like the Turby Twist, but because my hair is shorter, I mean, for me at least, the Turby Twist for me is most excellent. All right. So last week I divided it up into a few different catch-alls and then just these extra things in the bottom, and I like that. So this week, looking at what I have in my planner and looking at my power sheets, I want to get the future planning done. That's basically these things that I was working on before. I want to do more of that. Future planning. I want to do the Skillshare stuff, which is its own thing. And then inbox 0. Yeah. Okay. And then looking at my monthly list, I do need to do a lot of artwork this week. And podcast stuff. I got a lot of things to do. Okay. Sorry. So we're going to start with future planning. And I don't know if I'm going to continue doing these category things that I did before. I just really like it right now. It helps me kind of think about things. So, okay, there's that. And then okay. I was glancing at the comments. Okay. Skillshare podcast. By the way, I really enjoyed recording today's podcast because I talked about, in part, it was Diane's question about how when we get really hectic and busy and stressed out, sometimes our planners are like the first thing to go, even though they're the thing that would help us the most. I've been there so many times where then I miss appointments and I forget shit because I it's the time I need my planner and it's like, oh, it's just too much to deal with and I push it away and then I don't pay attention. But I didn't do that when it came to July and trying to finish getting the book ready and write the sermon and all the other things I did, right? To get them done before my surgery. And I planned and I used my planner instead of pushing it away and it helped. And so I was able to talk about both the times I don't use my planner when things get hectic and this time it worked to hopefully remind myself the next time things get hectic to be like, bitch, you have a planner for a reason, you know? So that was a fun podcast to do. And I have I'll drop it in the show note in the description, but I have a Google form up right now for suggestions and questions for the podcast. I'm messing with the format a little bit. I'm messing with, not really the format. I mean, I'm just kind of messing with it right now. I'm in a place right now with the podcast where I'm not really sure what I want to do with it right now. So I'm kind of just fishing for information that you guys want to hear about. I don't know. I've never even heard of Creative Bug, Kara, so I'll take a look at it. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay. Okay, and then we need inbox 0 Monday, and then inbox 0 Friday, because I need to get through it today, and then there'll be more on Friday, because there's always fucking more emails. Always more emails. Schedule next week. Family plan time, not to like decide how many kids we're going to have, but just to talk about our plans for the week. We're not doing natural family planning. We're doing hardcore, no fucking children family planning. We've already got teenagers. That's all we need. Have I ever used a traveler's notebook? Briefly. I don't like how transient it feels. I don't like switching things in and out. I like my shit. That's why I don't like rings either. I've tried both, and it's just not my thing. Okay. School shopping is on my list for this week. I need to finish the 2 pieces. Finish iris, finish tulips, and start 2 more pieces for the shop. And then schedule. I need to schedule somewhere to like meet up with people when I'm in New York. We're going to be in the city on Sunday, the 22nd, whatever that day is in September, because we're going to see Hadestown for a matinee. And that's when I want to try and meet up with people in the city just to say hi, have coffee or whatever. My Pen With Me is turning into a support group meeting. Chris, I'm down for that. Believe you me. Schedule a New York meetup. That makes me happy, especially right now where I'm trying to like keep my mind like in place. What other things do I need to do this week? There's other things that I'm not remembering. I have to pay the pledge. And I need to schedule my meetings with our minister if I can. She doesn't technically work for us yet. She is our minister starting the mid-month. But she's probably already scheduling her meetings because there's going to be a lot of people who want to meet with her. So maybe, I got to buy PE clothes for RJ. Because he, of course, grew out of his old ones. For RJ. Katie, I don't need to buy PE clothes for because Katie's not taking PE this year. Katie is skipping it for a year in the hopes that marching band counts as PE. But if not, I think Katie's going to do weightlifting next year because weightlifting is better than regular PE, which I agree with. But I do need to get Katie's Super Punch, which is the thing that gets the yearbook and into all of the sports events and things like that for free. And like discounted dance tickets or something, whatever. It's the thing that you buy at the beginning of the year for like all the student stuff. Do I think I would ever use the EC binder? I've considered it. I have it for something, but I don't know what, if I'm going to or not. You almost went to pick real wheat. Pamela, don't be sorry. It's hella awesome that people can talk to each other. Do not be sorry. Don't say you're sorry. Love means never having to say you're sorry. That's actually not true, but any thoughts on Diane? I don't know if you saw, but it was your question that I answered in the podcast. I didn't know if you were in here earlier when I was rambling about it. Any thoughts on BeautyCon and the video that a YouTuber did saying she felt shamed and uncomfortable there? I haven't seen that video, so I'll have to go look it up. I did read something about somebody else saying that BeautyCon isn't about that, it's changed. Like Walgreens is a sponsor, and people are like, that's not the point. So I'm not sure yet. I'll have to go like look into it. I have not caught up on my beauty drama this week because I was too busy looking at the Twitch and Ninja drama. Pamela, you should go take your planner out into the wheat and take your picture amongst the wheat. Like just put your planner in the wheat. Okay, what else? I need Katie's Super Punch. What else do I have to do this week? Some other shit that I need to do. It's funny, the months I have like sermons and stuff to write, or when I was board president, like every month I had the exact same things to do, like get ready for the board meeting, blah, blah, blah. I need to schedule a retreat for my social justice committee, but I just don't want to do that right now. I do need to get the trumpet though this week. I need to like call and be like, you said it would be ready. Where is it? All right, I think that's everything for the week that I'm going to put on this list. So far, I'm probably going to add to it because I always do. Run through the wheat. All right, so let's do today's bullet journal. How long have I been streaming for? How long have I been streaming for? Curious, because I want to try and keep this in like a reasonable amount of time, for me at least. 40 minutes? Okay, we can wrap this up soon. Most days will probably be no more than half an hour, but because I had to do some setup today, it usually takes a little bit longer. But I like doing the lives because, again, like I said, I don't have to edit, and that's a magical thing. Is anyone getting the Archer and Olive planners released today? Which ones are being released today? Is it the black ones? Because I have the, I already ordered one of those because I think I'm going to use it in October for Halloween. Pamela, tell her I said hi. Okay, so today inbox. Make it nice and big. Not that work. But if I'm doing this live, then tomorrow I'm going to be accountable to all of you live. And you're going to be like, if you come on here tomorrow, if I stream live again, which I probably will, and you guys are like, Cindy, did you get through your inbox? And I say no, then I give you all permission to verbally flagellate me in the comments and be like, Cindy, you are a noxious pond scum licking tool bag. You know, make something up. I don't know. Oh, new Spiral Undated? Oh no, Diane, I didn't see that. I'm going to have to go look. I did order... You guys are going to laugh at me. I did order one of the Erin Condren new big boards. I got a meal planning one because RJ, I swear to God, without fail, RJ will ask me, what's for dinner 25 times in one day, even if I've already told him. So I got one of those. I have another thing that I was going to put in the kitchen to put like our meal plan just huge on the wall to shut him up. But, so I'll let you guys know what the quality is when it gets here because it's pricey. I had some credits, so I didn't worry about it, but it is pricey. So I would not necessarily recommend you run out and buy one without really knowing how sturdy it is, especially with the up and down kind of quality of the other stuff that they just released. But I ordered one. This fucking kid. The other one that I have that I got from Michael's, it's really cute, but it doesn't really match the stuff we're going to be putting on the walls in the kitchen. And this other thing from Erin Condren actually would look really nice with the other stuff that I got, like the other things we're putting on the walls. So that's why I got it. You're here reading wheat and hearing weed. It is California that I'm in, at least. So I do have to do some thumbnails today, though. The other thing I need to do is put the challenges on my blog for Stephanie, which I haven't done yet. By the time I get them on the blog, Stephanie, it's going to be the next month. On blog. I'm going to write your name in here for... That way I'll know that if I don't do it, it's not just that I'm just being lazy. I'm not following through on something I said I would do for you. Watercolor spiral notebooks, but dot grid. I would also prefer plain paper for watercolor. That's weird, Diane. Brittany, exactly. I want to get it because I have the credits and let you know if it's worth the cost. Because it was $74 for the board, and it's like 30 something bucks if you want to get the other inserts for the board because you can change them out. And then I also got the accessory pack that slides into the bottom, and it's got a little cup to hold markers, a little magnet situation, and then some things to hold key rings. And I'm just curious about the quality of them. I just want to know if it's good or not. And like if they're nice, because it's pretty, I always have loved Erin Condren's design. That's why I buy all their stuff. I love the designs that they have, but the quality is a lot of times hit and miss. And so something this big that's this pricey, I really want to know if it's good or not so I can tell you guys whether I recommend it. You're just glad you see it in my planner. Yeah, I like that they're customizable too. Like that's cool. Like I was able to customize the colors and everything. You can even, for instead of meal plans, you can do like all sorts of different headers. And so that's like, it lets you customize those, which I love that you can customize it. So that in and of itself is really cool. I just want to make sure that they're not like garbage quality. Okay, what other things do I have in my planner? Print, shop, planning, set up, Kanban. And then I need to fold laundry because I ran laundry yesterday, but I haven't folded it yet. And put away dishes. I put these on here so I don't forget. When the kids are here, they take care of the dishes and everything. But when the kids aren't here, I have to remember to do it. And it's usually harder for me at the beginning of the week than it is at the end when I've been doing it for a while. Okay, I have to go to the grocery store. So I need to make my grocery list. And then I'm going to go Target and Ulta. You don't have to yell at the screen anymore while watching me set up the week. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Yeah. The shipping, I know shipping to Canada is probably going to be heinous, but if you're in the US, it actually hits you onto the, you spend so much money, you get the free shipping. But I know in Canada it's different. I think they're gorgeous looking, Madi, but I want to see the quality. Like I want to feel them. I want to feel them. You guys can see me doing this too, so okay. Thank you. I love my water bottle too. It is so much bigger and it holds so much water. It's girthy. Now when Jesse comes up and takes a drink, he doesn't drink half of it because both RJ and Jesse can like dump an entire gallon of water down their throats in one gulp, and it pisses me off when it's my water they're drinking. And I'm like, dude, I have kidney disease. I need that. Okay. Patron posts. This one's already up, so I'm going to write it and then I'm going to check it off because that's the life I live. Okay. And I think that's everything for today. It's a lot. It doesn't look like a lot, but this is a lot for me. So I think that's the end of my planning. Let me move this over to here. Yeah. Hi, everybody. My hair is still drying. It's still got like the crispy ramen hair. I have no idea what it would cost for Europe. Okay, no, actually, why don't we take a second here, like before I sign off, and I am going to go take a look at the scribbles that matter. I'm going to take a look at the scribbles that matter. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Not scribbles that matter. Archer and Olive. Their new release. I want to see what it is. Planners. Well, I know they have the bound planners. What else do they have? Join the club. They have a membership. Bullet journal resources, members only giveaway. Huh. I'm not sure about that. They just look like they redesigned everything. Okay, the spiral bound planners look too small. God, why does everybody use the wire O binding? It's funny. People ask me why I stick with Erin Condren. They ask me why I stick with Erin Condren. Part of the reason I stick with Erin Condren is this binding right here. I like this binding. The wire O binding annoys the shit out of me. It feels like my cover is going to fall off. I could never make it work right for me. I hate the wire O binding. Whenever I review a planner and you see it has that binding, it's like the two wires for each pole or whatever. If you see that kind of binding, just know I'm going to bitch about it because I hate it. It makes me so grouchy. I don't like it. I remember, I think it was Tanya from Equal Press said that it's like premium wire O binding. And I'm like, premium my ass. This shit sucks. Like, and it's amazing that we all have our own preferences, right? Like things that bug us. Like I love spiral binding like this is like sexual healing for me, So But yeah, so I'll have to take a closer look at the Archer and Olive. But the membership thing, I don't know, man. What is that club? What's the point of that? Like, what does it get you? What does it get you? Okay. It gets you exclusive access to our library of bullet journal style resources, new printable layouts every month to beautify your journal, members only newsletter with journaling exercises and my best planning tips, quarterly giveaway, which includes, Archer and Olive notebooks, stationery goodies, and a social media shout out. Ability to vote on new products and designs, 15% off code to the Archer and Olive shop every quarter, early access to new Archer and Olive merch, and quarterly Q&A with Bonnie, I guess the creator of Archer and Olive. I don't know, man. That seems like, I don't know. Like, for example, I'm one of Mari's patrons. Mari puts out printables every month with bullet journal ideas, but Mari's stuff to me is really focused on getting shit done, which is what I prefer. The Archer and Olive Instagram for me is always focused on aesthetics. That's what it looks like to me. Everything they post on their thing is aesthetics. I've actually noticed that with the Scribbles That Matter Instagram too. Everything they put up is artsy fartsy shit as opposed to like stuff that shows you like what the fuck to do with your life. And I guess if that's what they're looking for, but it feels like to me, is the Archer and Olive Club something to help you get better at being artsy-fartsy in your bullet journal, or is it something to help you be productive? Because I have not seen anything from the Archer and Olive, like social media and everything, that shows me how to be more productive or manage my life better. It's all pretty. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's a charge, $10 a month. Have I tried the Recollections Planner from Michaels? I did when they first came out. I haven't looked at them recently, though. I do, and you know what? I like the thick-ass paper, Madi, but I also want to get the laundry done. But like, so Madi's stuff, and I mean, I guess it depends on what you're looking for. Like, if you want to get like monthly inspiration to get your shit done, follow Madi's Patreon, Madi Mundo's Patreon. She's in here right now. Madi plans a list. I don't even use half the stuff you put out because you put out so much, but like you give so much inspiration on how to better figure out your shit. And so if that's something you're looking for, check her Patreon out. I'm pimping her Patreon instead of mine today. Rock and roll. So, yeah, that's kind of what it feels like to me, Chris. I don't know. Anyway, could be cool. It just, I don't know. It doesn't, there's something about it that doesn't track for me. So, and this is coming from somebody who has Patreon, but like I'm clear about what you get with mine. Mine is a whole bunch of me being wacky. So, okay, let me link Madi's Patreon. I will link it in the comments right here. Give me 1 second to find it. And then I will also put it in the show notes for people who are following later. Madi Mundo. Here is Madi's Patreon. And then I'm going to put it in Madi Mundo's Patreon in my show notes, or in my show notes. Fuck, I don't know. Okay, I just put it in the description of the video as well, for those of you who are watching. And I just blew Madi's mind too. Exactly, it's about supporting an artist, not a shop. Have I seen the Unbound Planner? I have not. Yeah, and my patrons are fantastic. Like one of the things, okay, and this is going to not turn to a pitch for Patreon, but I'm going to wrap it up with this. I'm going to mention something for my patrons because I want them to understand. Pamela has been one of my patrons for quite a while. Pamela knows. My patrons, for me, there are many different, I love that it's I love being able to talk to all of you guys here on live streams, in the comments when I am able to, in the Facebook group. Patreon's like a smaller version of that. It's a like really awesome community. And one of the things I love about my patrons is I can bounce ideas off of them and get their feedback and really develop things. The things I'm working on for the art shop, like the prints I'm going to be selling, have very much been something that have been developed with my patrons. The podcast was developed with my patrons. It's community based, but it's also like they're executive producers of what I do, and I value their opinions because they have literally put their money where their mouth is when it comes to the stuff I produce. So there's that. More than that, but that's a big part of it. Romy, oh, you're a patron too, so is Abby and Amy. The proceeds go to supporting artists, but it's very big. I saw that too, Diane. I saw that. I was like, who? And they're a support group. Yes, for each other and for me. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I need to go to the grocery store and crunch my hair out eventually. But I will go live tomorrow, probably around this time, probably between 8 and 9 Pacific time, a.m. The podcast is out today, Diane. It should be. Has it not arrived yet? Question mark. Go look and see. I swear I scheduled it. I might have scheduled it for the wrong day. I do that. It's not the first time I've accidentally scheduled something wrong. Looks like it hasn't shown up yet. Okay, so it has published, but it hasn't. It has published, but it hasn't gone to all the things yet. I'll check on it in a little bit and we'll see how it goes up. But it's supposed to be up. So I guess it just hasn't arrived yet. I'll check it later on today and I'll let you know. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.